started heading in other directions, and for some reason they just stopped. And it's just like if you're a black person watching WWE and you're looking at certain of these gimmicks, it's like, well, why are they always putting these guys and girls in certain situations where that's not what I am? Well, that's not what we as a whole should be represented as. So,
I have a question though, because we had kind of put those together.
I think one thing I should say is if WWE was racist, if WWE is racist, then why do we have why was Jacqueline like women's champion, or why was The Rock, who is half Samoan and half black, was a world champion multiple times, or why was Sheamus the first Irish-born champion in WWE, or Booker T, even though a lot of people want to say that world heavyweight title didn't mean shit, he was still a world champion nonetheless going into WWE. So, but I get what you're trying to say because of the situations put in, but because everybody looks at New Day and be like, oh boy, it's just three black guys playing mammy for Vince McMahon's amusement, but
team stereotype.
Yeah, that's.
I get what Malik is saying. Actually, I understand where he's coming from. Just to be like, with the New Day, they were given a gimmick that, for all intents and purposes, shouldn't have gotten over the way it has at this point, and they have done a lot of work to get it over. Like, you can see the live, reaction from the crowd now. You can see them really getting behind those three. So, those three guys are extremely talented, not just in the ring, but just as a personality. So, they've been able to overcome that sort of thing. And, with Booker T, Booker T is another unique talent. Like, now granted, everyone knows that the World Heavyweight title in the WWE was pretty much the second-tier title compared to the WWE Championship. So that's why
it was still it was like classified still as a world title, though. That's my thing.
Yeah, in terms of technicalities, but you know what the purpose, which title was the primary one, but that's why they gave it to Booker. But and he had to be, a King Booker type of gimmick to do it. But the thing was that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Carl.
Yeah, I had to say. Here's the thing. At least Xavier, Kofi, and Big E are doing something rather than just being in the locker room, waiting on their next turn to go into the ring and lose, and then go back to the locker room and just sit in the locker room and just collect dust.
Because shit, if you really think about it, dude, no one even bothered to bat an eye to Kofi for a number of years, considering after that one bullshit thing that happened with him and Orton in the ring, everybody pretty much wrote his ass off as, he's fucked. But he kept going, and then he got something with the New Day, his fucking big ass break and chance to at least be recognized still. And so, there's that. And then Big E has always been that guy that has always been in the fucking middle because no one really knew how to put him in anything, because a lot of people were like, he's a talented dude on the mic and in the ring. And then you have Xavier, who it took them God knows how long to finally have him do something, which is you can't even say it was their fault, because Xavier at that fucking time was trying to get his doctorate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So once Xavier pretty much got finished with school and got his doctorate and all of his PhD, it was like, okay, now that everything is set, let's go. Because the reason why those three never really got into a team in the first place was because of the fact that Xavier was still working on his PhD and his doctorates. If he finished that earlier, then that team would have been there already. But stuff beyond that was going on.
Well, like you said though, going back to Kofi, even back then around the 2009, I was just like, Kofi is getting this grand opportunity, and he's running the ball with it. I can remember when they were in, New York, Madison Square Garden, when Kofi brawled with Orton, who was the champion at the time, and Kofi had the whole Madison Square Garden all behind him. Like, they were all in on Kofi. When he went for that move off the, I think it was the garden rail outside to the crowd went nuts, and I was like, this is Kofi's time. And then, like you said, that whole bullshit with Orton, playing his game. So that was when Orton was being a cunt, So
yeah, that was back then when he was like straight coming off of kind of trying to like go the path of where he's at now, where he's not an asshole and just like fucked everybody over and fucked himself over.
He was
just self-destructive.
He was a douche. It's like, but like you said, what I said about Kofi, then even after that fact, Kofi, even when he wasn't getting the shine he probably maybe deserved to have gotten, I always said that he was one of the best pure baby faces that the company had. Like, I was one of those guys that was never like, don't ever turn this guy heel. He's always gets a reaction, whether you've never seen him in a while or not. He always gets a reaction. He plays the babyface role well. So, like you said, he's been given the opportunity and he's running with it. He knows that he's getting another opportunity and he's not gonna mess it up, I guess, in that old term. And then Big E Langston, this guy is a unique talent. He's a big dude who is athletic, who can move well for his size. And, now he's getting this opportunity not to even just wrestle, but in a more dominant, spotlight, but he's now getting to show his personality more, and that's what I kind of like from Big E. And then, like you said with Xavier Woods, Consequences Creed, if you will, he's a guy that he's well spoken, he's very intelligent, he does a lot of his own things outside WWE, and like you said, they had to wait on him to get his doctorate, so for them to even get this group to be started, because you can remember all the talk they were wanting to do a new nation with that whole group, and then it turned out to be the New Day. So they're working with what they got, and for that I commend them for that. I didn't even undercut them for that. They're doing a great job with what they're being given. It's just that I have my certain reasons why as to that kind of gimmick is what it is. But
I mean, everybody has their certain reasons.
Yeah. Just
like, if I rubbed you the wrong way on that statement I left. The thing is this, man. This is why I said it, because it's like this. This is how it goes. Only in WWE have the marks legit become the ones running the show. And the one thing I've learned, training to be a wrestler and got people who are in the business and me slowly but surely putting myself into the business. It doesn't matter what you know. If you aren't actually in it, you will always have this negative perception of you. Then that, like, this perception of you that you don't know what's up. And you won't know unless you're one of the boys or your family's one of the boys or anything for that matter, because everything that comes out of your mouth to them is dirt sheet.
Right. No, and just to say that, I didn't take no offense to your statement. I've known you for a while, so I didn't even take any offense, because I didn't. It was just, I understand people have their different perspectives on this, and I actually welcome it, and I appreciate it. And it's just, the thing is that, you're right. If you go back to last year, the marks themselves, they tried to derail the whole road to WrestleMania. When Batista came in, he was supposed to win the WWE World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania 30, and the marks derailed it to where they wanted Daniel Bryan to be in the main event and win it. They tried doing it again with Roman Reigns, and they weren't successful. And that's the kind of Pandora's box you open when you allow fans to assume that they can run the asylum, that they can control every single perspective of your business. And even then, that's the kind of thing you establish, and then people start to, get comfortable by doing it, and then that's when you get your storylines and certain plans derailed. And the thing is that, at the same time, people in the business, they will shit on that certain section of fans, which I can't really blame them at times, but they themselves, ironically enough, to pass this off whenever we speak on wrestling and we're being passed off as just, typical nerds that don't know anything about the business, they have themselves become marks in the business that they're doing as well. They have no problem putting over the UFC, even though the UFC has taken a lot of their viewership anyways for the past damn near maybe decade and a half. They have no problem putting over the UFC whenever they get the chance, and yet they're calling us marks because we're criticizing certain aspects of what they do. They, like you said, they pass it off as, just stupid IWC speak.
Well, here's the problem with that. Here's the thing. It's a double-edged sword, legit, because everybody that is a wrestler, anybody that is a fan of wrestling, even if you are in the business yourself, you're a mark. You're a mark for something. And the problem is, somewhere down the line, people kind of use the word mark as an insulting term, which is like, which is like silly, because it's like, you're still a mark no matter what. A mark is a wrestling fan, and a mark can be another wrestler, because a wrestler himself can mark for something. Mm-hmm. And so they try, and so they just have to differentiate between the smart marks, which are the ones who, you know, those are the part of the IWC that gives the whole entire meaning. The internet is just one massive fluff of negativity and arguing, because no one's fucking happy. You know what I mean? And then there's the marks who are just like who are conscious and understand. They have their view and their opinion, but they're not belligerent and, you know.
No, you're exactly right. Like, look it, you know, I'm not stupid. You're not stupid. We're not all stupid. At least us. We're not stupid. We know that you can't just have everything that you want. Like, you can't just have say, you want Dolph Ziggler to be wrestling as a WWE champion, or you want Cesaro to win the Rumble. There are certain things that you'll be thrown a bone to, but you're gonna have to compromise for the other things that you don't necessarily want. So that means, say, like Roman.
Sorry.
You know, because you know, with, you know, say like Roman Reigns, for example, you know, Roman Reigns has, in my opinion, improved. I don't really have a problem with Roman Reigns, like a lot of people still do, apparently. But, you know, there's good. Yes, and it's like, with Roman Reigns, it's like, you know, yeah, he won the Rumble. Yeah, he main evented WrestleMania. So what? Even then, you know, Rollins won the title anyway, close the show. So it's like,
my thing has always been, why the fuck can't you guys be happy that they're trying to push talent?
What? Thank you.
My whole thing, and I fucking argue with this. I was like, okay, y'all fuckers are the same people that bitched about the fact that WWE is a push talent. Who the fuck is Roman Reigns?
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Very rare people that was giving Roman a chance, because I'm like, half of you are bitching that they're shoving Roman down your throat. No, they're trying to build Roman up so they can give him a chance or something, because half of you always cry about how, oh, we gotta push the new talent. Roman Reigns is new talent.
Right.
They're trying to push him as the next top guy.
Huh?
They're trying to push him as the next top guy.
Yeah, because
and that's the other thing people complain about. It's like, oh, well, we're tired of Cena. We're tired of him as the top guy. Well, they tried to push a top guy, and then you shoved him back down to the mid card.
Exactly. And you know what? That's just the guilt. That's just the curse of some of us fans. We always bitch and complain about a new toy that we want, and then when we get tired of playing with that new toy, we want another different set of toys. And it's like, you know, we bitched for years that I'm tired of Cena on the same spot. I'm tired of Orton on the same spot. I'm tired of Triple H hogging the spotlight. Fine. You're getting Roman Reigns. You're getting Seth Rollins. You're getting Dean Ambrose. And hell, now you're even getting the likes of Kevin Owens coming to the scene, Neville coming to the scene. And yet there's somebody out there that is going to say, well, you know, what about Finn Balor? You know, what about, you know, Hideo Itami? You know, what about Sami Zayn here?
Let those fuckers get built up first before you start asking them to get on the main roster. How about that? Shit.
Exactly. You can't bitch. You can't just continue to keep bitching about you saying that it's the same old shit, when how is it the same old shit when it's like, at least this year alone, it's been a fucking NXT revolution. A lot of the talent from NXT have been pretty much taking some of the prominent spots. And I might not agree with some of the positions they were in, but the fact of the matter is that at least they are pushing new talent for you to decide who you want to roll with. And yeah, you know, like D just said, yeah, they're trying to make Roman Reigns the next top guy. Who gives a shit? Everyone knew that going in that Roman Reigns was going to be that guy. All that happened at WrestleMania this year, when that happened, we delayed the inevitable. He's going to eventually be the guy after Cena. That's not even up for discussion at this point. And people are going to have to learn to deal with it. That's just the truth of the matter. And he's not bad. How is he bad at this point? He's improved. He's improved in space compared to, like, the beginning of this year. He's great. He's had, honestly, if you want to be real, he's had some nice match of the year contenders for the WWE. If you want to be honest right now.
And the thing about it is,
very entertaining and fascinating.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's like the same. Like, and I can go into fucking length about the Bellas in general, and that's a beautiful fucking thing.
Man.
Like the thing, like the one.
Should I even go into length about this, Hakeem? You really want to hear what I think about this?
What happened? What's up?
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, go ahead, dude.
The one last thing I wanted to say about Reigns though is that I think personally, and I think a lot of people agree, if they heard this, is that he took all those boos and all that you can't wrestle and stuff like that, and he actually made it work for him. And he worked his ass off for it. He worked his ass off to prove them wrong and to prove that he belongs in that spot. Yet people still want to complain and say, "Oh, well, don't give him the belt." He's nowhere even close to the belt. And if anything, if Cena actually does get the belt, like they say he's going to get the belt in 2016, I think the only reason they're going to give him the belt is so that they can give it to Reigns and have that passing of the torch at 32. In my opinion, I think that's what's going to happen.
You can't wrestle. What the fuck does that really mean? Does people actually know when they say that? What does that really fucking mean, honestly? Do people actually know what that means?
They don't know. They chant that to be cool, to be honest. I mean, unless it's somebody.
What a wrestler they chant that legit thinking they know how a wrestling match works or whatever. My thing is this: if these two guys are in the ring and one of them is and you think they're green as baby shit, but yet they can still at least go through the fucking chain and the sequences good enough to where they don't fuck up, they're decent.
And in the wrestling, the in-ring aspect is not the be-all, end-all. So what if Reigns isn't a fucking Daniel Bryan or even, I guess, a Dolph Ziggler, even though I can kind of debate that. Even if he's not those type of kind of wrestlers, I mean, Roman Reigns is good enough to be a good worker that he can get around his shortcomings and still accentuate his positives. So what the fuck does that mean when you say he can't wrestle? The same people that say this is awesome for every goddamn match now at this point.
And the thing about it is, I think you said this before. If they knew Daniel Bryan was going to come back, they should have brought him back the night after the Rumble. Because the two reasons why Reigns got booed as much as he did was, one, the booking for the Royal Rumble sucked, and two, is because Daniel Bryan was in that match and he got eliminated. Yeah, if none of those things happened, I'm pretty sure Reigns would have been champion after WrestleMania was over, because then the fans, they would at least have some sort of sympathy, and they'd at least go for Reigns at some point.
In his situation, at the Royal Rumble, no one did not expect Daniel Bryan to come out number 10, and he didn't even last long in the Royal Rumble. And you knew good well in Philadelphia. Of all places.
Don't you think in retrospect it was good not for Bryan to win the Rumble though?
Yeah,
because,
the way it was handled could have been different. I mean, yeah, sure. Don't put him in the match with Lesnar, because obviously he's going to get hurt again because his neck wasn't exactly 100%, because we found that out after WrestleMania. But
exactly.
If he wasn't going to win the Rumble at all to begin with, don't put him in the Rumble. I'm pretty sure you would have been able to build a 5-star quality match with Daniel Bryan where he wouldn't get hurt and he'd be protected at WrestleMania without him even having to go through the Rumble and to sacrifice the guy you're supposed to be pushing as your top guy and having all the fans resent him because of the situations that happened, and then you had to force Seth Rollins to be champion after it.
Malik.
Having Steven just continue to brag about it from that night on.
But what? What's up?
Oh, sorry. You were gonna say something about the Bellas, because with the whole record, the whole record broken. I'm not necessarily mad at the record being broken, but it's just the way we got there. I think I'm more upset with that than the record being broken.
I think the whole thing, this is my thing, because I had to hear this all day. I had to hear this from not just Steven, but a lot of people when it comes to the Bella's record being, about Nikki Bella breaking AJ's record. This is my thing. Back then, when the Divas division was kind of lackluster and only a few people actually really paid much attention, only like a few select people really paid attention, but nobody really paid attention. In some way, because of the fact that Nikki Bella broke AJ's record, she made AJ's record more important because of the fact that she broke it. Because honestly, only a few select people, but no one really paid that much attention to AJ's record until Nikki Bella actually had the belt and she was this fucking good. Because the fact that they start saying, oh, well, you know, she's only about 2 days away from breaking AJ Lee's record. And then all of a sudden people are like, wait, what? Oh, hell no. No, we can't.
Exactly.
Oh, hell no.
They did.
Oh, hell no. We ain't letting that John Cena cocksucker be the fucking
Tell me she ain't gonna do that.
Fuck that hoe.
So fuck that hoe.
But I think like the only two
shit when it comes to the Bellas, because it is like they are the best fucking heels in the world. And the only thing that's really unfair on Nikki's part is that everybody is trying to push that Michael Cole heat onto her, which is bullshit because there's a difference between Nikki Bella's heat and Michael Cole heat. Nikki Bella's heat is basically, I play a heel very well, and I'm playing up to the fact that I know every fucking body hates me because I'm John Cena's wife, and everybody hates me because they think I sucked his dick to get to the top. And then, and the difference between Michael Cole heat is Michael Cole is just fucking annoying.
Oh, I was trying to ask that question. What's the difference between the two?
The difference between the two is that Bella's actually has legit fucking heat she has heat on two ways, while Michael Cole was just fucking annoying and nobody liked him. Oh. Because he was annoying as shit.
Malik and I think agree on that aspect because let's be quite honest, folks. I know myself included, no one really gave a shit about AJ's title reign. Let's clearly be honest here.
Not taking away from anything on AJ Lee's part, but here's the problem. At that point in time, no one gave a flying fuck about the Divas division because everybody was paying more attention to other shit on the card than AJ Lee and the very scattered few divas that they cared about. Especially when AJ had the belt. No one gave a shit.
And here's the thing.
Which is sad because she tried to push that so fucking hard.
Mm-hmm. Right. And didn't it get to the point where we were so sick of it that we were waiting for the Raw after WrestleMania because we knew Paige was going to debut to take the title from AJ? Like, that's how much we were tired of AJ as champion. I think I can remember that pretty distinctively.
It was around that point because everybody was waiting for Paige to take the belt, and it was like AJ was pushing the fact that she was Divas champion. She was like she was like a few of the girls that was trying to put a spark or fire up under the ass of the Divas division in some way. And here's the thing, I'm gonna get back to Nikki Bella and all that. Nikki Bella, if you guys know how much fucking heat this woman has, she is like one leap off the cliff from having white heat. That's how good her heat is. All she has to do is just show up on Raw one night and fucking shoot. That's all she has to do. She has to say somewhere along the lines of, everybody hates the fact that I'm Divas champion. Well, you know what? I'm gonna have my match. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna cuddle up with my husband, watch a good movie, because everybody can't see me.
Oh, boy. You have people throw stuff in the ring after she does that.
Malik's got a point. She would be more tolerable if she would do something like that. That would be a great heel tactic, you know?
If they address the whole Cena girlfriend
right.
thing, and that she's entitled that, I can quote unquote work to get here, but let's be honest, I'm with John Cena, and you can't do anything about me being champion. You just have to deal with it.
If she played that off and really just messed with people, because so many, because
everybody's already heard the reports that Cena reportedly tried to keep people from getting Nikki's title.
like the rumors that Cena tried to keep the belt.
Play with that. Go with that. That would be a great story-line. Go with that. And Cena would repeatedly deny it and everything like that.
She would easily one of the most over heels in the company in general if she even did that.
Yeah.
Period.
She's already she's already the fucking top heel in Divas division already.
It just establish it even further if she did that.
Don't get me wrong. I even said that Nikki Bella, to a degree, has improved. Like, her character has improved to the point where now it's getting more kind of heat towards other people that go against the Bellas. And
the thing about it is she's decent. She's a decent wrestler now. They did the whole they did the whole highlight video before the title match where they were talking about her being in the Diva Search and stuff like that. And yeah, when she was in the Diva Search and then when she actually started wrestling, she sucked.
Here's the problem.
Absolutely
Here's my
sucked.
thing. Here's what I want to say about that, because this is my thing. Around that time, you really here's my thing. The Bellas were amazing for the simple fact that you had a choice between Kelly and Eve Torres. So who the fuck to pick in this one? Oh, I'm gonna pick these two identical twins that pulls the most amazing shit called twin magic. Yeah, I'll pick these. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, Malik's got a point. That was back when the Divas division was non-existent. And at least I'll give the Divas division this credit. Kudos to Sarah Del Rey. She's really done wonders to the NXT division to the point where now these ladies are really good in the ring and they're able to accentuate their, personality to where they're not just one-dimensional. And the thing with, Nikki Bella is that, I don't honestly, I really don't have a problem with her breaking the record because at the end of the day, it's always going to be quality over quantity. So, but the reason why I was kind of the way I was is because how we got there. Like, you could have really done a masterful job telling a better story, getting to this moment, and I think they kind of dropped the ball here to the point where now it's like, even if you go to Night of Champions tomorrow, there's no point for Charlotte to win. You might as well have Nikki retain the belt. You might as well. And why would you give it to Charlotte at this point?
Actually, here's the thing with me, because I thought about it a lot more. If Nikki wins the belt, then cool, they're gonna hold it for somebody else for Nikki to drop the belt to. If Charlotte wins the belt, how I see it is this: there's still gonna be that yes reaction when Charlotte gets the belt, because the simple fact is that night on Raw when that whole thing happened, it was one of those bittersweet moments, but yet it made people hunger for more, because now here's the chance for Charlotte for redemption on Charlotte's part. And if she does win the belt, she's gonna do it not crying, but with her head held up high and a fucking flare to the end, and she's gonna woo her way down the ring. Like, there's two ways this can go. If Charlotte wins, it's not gonna damper anything. It's gonna, if anything, it's gonna be like, yes, because ding dong, the witch known as Nikki Bella is no longer champion. Hooray,
Mm-hmm. Right.
If Nikki wins, oh God, who's gonna fucking stop this woman? And then you got Becky and Sasha next,
I think anything, Sasha's probably gonna be next.
Yeah,
if Charlotte doesn't win.
Yeah, because Sasha beat Nikki Bella in a non-title match.
Yeah.
Right, I was gonna say, is Charlotte necessarily the one that needs to end the reign? I would think Sasha would be more equipped for that. Actually, she seems like the one that she can be the megastar for the division. I think overall, Sasha has all the tools to be, the one to take the title off Nikki. I think Sasha and the Bellas could actually have a nice feud if they do it right.
My thing is this: here's my thing. All three of them are talented women. Period. Becky. Charlotte's talented, and it's not because she's a Flair. It's because of the fact that she does have talent. The fact that she's a Flair is just brownie points. Sasha's got all the tools in the world, and she's the quintessential holy shit how much she's improved. Becky is like that sleeper that no one expected her to get over, especially when they called her up.
Right.
No one expected her to get over, but people fucking love her, and that's beautiful for that fact. So, if Sasha, it could be that it's going to be Charlotte and then it's going to be Sasha. Sasha's going to be the one to probably take the belt off of Nikki. And if she does, fucking great.
Yeah, because I think
and then you can play off and have Sasha and Bayley, NXT Women's Champion versus Divas Champion. Yeah. Just have a fucking rematch with those two.
That match is going to kick ass, by the way.
Yeah. The main event, when I heard main event, I saw it at first online, and then when I actually saw it on TV, it just made it that much greater. When I actually heard the words come out of Regal's mouth when he said main event, and it's like, yes.
That was one of the main events, and it was I don't even need to explain to people how great that match was because Bayley was on some Sami Zayn levels of fucking over that night.
Yeah.
She did play the underdog gimmick really well in that match. She sold everything.
Do you realize how much she is like the female scene at this point? In the terms of merchandise sales, in the terms of kids love her, in the terms of even adults love her. That's the difference. Like I would say she's like one of the number one sellers in NXT merchandise.
She's up there with Enzo and Jazz, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that she can never be heel, I don't think, unless it was a really good reason.
You have to do a 180.
I can't see it right now.
You'd have to do a 180 from that whole gimmick. But I wouldn't do. Why try to fix something that isn't broken? There's no reason to do that. And the thing is though, we got to keep in mind here though, it is still NXT though. What works in NXT won't translate to the main roster.
No,
it
won't.
I mean, for every Kevin Owens you have, there's the Ascension, and you gotta, that's just the thing. You gotta, we do like, and Enzo and Cass may be entertaining and all, but who's to say that would translate to the live audience in the main roster? Because the Monday Night Raw, that's more towards the casual fans. I mean, we may be a loud minority, but that's just the thing. We are a loud minority, and the casuals are usually the ones that make up the percentage of that whole show. And what works for us in NXT because it's more catered towards us may not necessarily work with WWE Raw. So that's just something to keep in mind there. I mean. It's just I don't know. I mean, Malik just came in like a little late before I even said it, but I was telling Dee and Carter about the whole Divas Revolution thing. It had so much potential because there's a story there that would have made sense. It's like you could have brought the Four Horsewomen in there, and they could have just ran Rorschach on the Divas division, and you could have had the likes of Paige and Naomi kind of pick a side, if you will. Like, what side do they ultimately put their allegiance towards? Do they go to this new wave of women's wrestling in the Four Horsewomen, or do they stay with their comrades in the main division? Would have had storytelling, would have really developed a lot of characters, and would have also given a great story at the end with a payoff. And there was a lot of potential in that Divas Revolution that ultimately I think was missed, and that's why it didn't resonate at all.
I think the whole thing was the fact that the Four Horsewomen didn't get put in there yet was because they had plans for Bayley at that point in time. Because they felt at that point in time it was that Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha were ready.
Right.
Bayley,
the writing was on the wall pretty much.
Yeah, especially after Becky had that fucking match with Sasha. They were like, we're going to take this chance with Becky Lynch. We're going to take this chance.
Because honestly, she was the only one who wasn't a women's champion but got called up anyway.
Yeah, because it was like they wanted to call Bayley up, but Bayley had an injury. Like her freaking shit was broken.
Yeah. And the thing is that I said earlier, I think I said this the other day to Malik and Carter and the others that were in the call with me. They used that to their advantage when Bayley had that title match. The lead up to that title match was Charlotte, Sasha, and Becky got called up. Bayley didn't. And she had all these chances at the women's title, but she never got it. Even Becky Lynch, who never got the title, got called up, and Bayley just stayed behind. And now it was just, I have to prove myself. I have to get this title because I have something to prove. I have to have this. This might be my last shot. And they worked with that. The writing team worked with that storyline, and it worked beautifully.
See, storytelling isn't that hard. You see how hard it is by doing stuff like that?
Yeah, they used something that the fans said when Sasha, Becky, and Charlotte got called up. They were like, "Where's Bayley? How come Bayley's not called up? How come Bayley's not here?" They used that to even further
Josh's
push.
new NXT is up. WEF NXT is up. I'm sorry.
That was fast.
Damn. Oh, yeah, by the way,
they used that to push, because by that time, Bayley was already on this, I need the women's title of that redemption story thing, but when they got called up, they further pushed it more. They used that as like icing on the cake. Like, yeah, you played the redemption story well, but then you added in the fact that they got called up and she didn't, and all these missed opportunities at the title, and it just made it better.
Right. Yeah, yeah. That's why that match was so good. I mean, the interaction obviously speaks for itself, but the story going into it, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can have a great match, but if you don't have a story that complements that match, then ultimately what was the purpose? What was the end game other than just to watch a wrestling match? You know, I mean, with wrestling, there's an overall aspect to it. The in-ring action, I mean, it's obviously an integral part of it, but it's not the be-all, end-all. There's other intangibles that go into it. And that's why that match worked. But speaking of that match, I don't know this, I'll talk a little bit. Why are people bitching about the Four Horsewomen not being a part of the new game coming out?
Well,
because of how fucking hot they are right now. That's the thing.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, if we're CAW owners, like, I mean, the CAW aspect is the priority. You know what I mean? Everything else is secondary. So I don't understand.
You can I laughed at the fact that people were bitching at the fact that they aren't going to be DLC or anything. I was like,
what the fuck, man?
You can fucking make them. Ain't nothing stopping you. You lazy, pessimistic fucks.
There might have been a good reason. There might have been a good, legitimate reason as to why they couldn't be in the game. But everybody wants to think, oh, well, they're not going to be in the game. This game sucks. I'm not getting this game anymore. Why in the world would 4 women that you could just make so easily in the game, make you not want to buy it now?
Apparently people don't realize.
Because people just make excuses to hate everything.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Smokey too. No, I was saying because with the roster was sorry. I was saying the roster was locked in before the Divas were even brought in. That's why they're not in the game.
Yeah, this game was made before the Divas Revolution got started.
Exactly. And like Malik just said, you can just fucking create them. I'm sure they're gonna have animations of those divas anyways, like they usually do. They have like divas.
If Sasha got scanned, I'm sure her entrance is in there. I'm sure her moveset's probably in there. So you could just make them.
Yeah, because fucking fucking Charlotte's natural selection finisher was in 15. So
I'm saying, as a call owner, that's the thing that's gonna stop you from not buying the game. Really?
Here's the thing. Don't even take that. Like, I take half of that with a grain of salt because I'm like,
I know.
Fuckers are gonna buy it. Like, let's be real. Everybody's gonna buy 2K16 because they have no fucking choice but to buy 2K16 if they still want to make shows, because 14 is the servers are shutting down on 14. You're fucked.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're fucked.
Once you if something happens to your save data, you're done. You might as well move anyway. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting the PS4 and I am moving to 16 as soon as possible.
I believe they're shutting down the servers in October, right?
Yep.
Yeah, next month.
I bet I had a heart attack earlier.
Oh shit, Smoke, are you good?
Oh yeah, no, I'm just talking about the game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was worried.
Oh no, I was
had a heart attack.
Smoke, he came from the smoke. He came from the smoke. The smoke rose, and everybody was worried. And then all of a sudden, smoke comes out. It's like, oh shit!
I'm like, things escalated hella quickly there.
Oh yeah, D-Wall, did you read what I posted?
Yeah, and I read what they said.
Yeah, that's fucked up, ain't it?
Yeah.
What happened?
This guy Daniel from this group Sendigo, who was roommates with Markiplier, he shot himself because he was depressed and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, man.
Yeah, he was fighting depression or something like that.
Oh, I didn't know that he shot himself. I thought he took
I thought you read
pills.
it. Oh, no, he shot himself. They found him and they had to pull him off life support. I think yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday because I saw it on Twitter.
Yeah, he just posted it earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the letter. Yeah, I saw it on Twitter with the letter. But they had it posted on Facebook.
Yeah.
They're not going to be around Mark's not going to be back for a while.
Sendigo's not coming back. Period.
No.
He's
Wait,
that's not going to come back. Mark will eventually.
Mark's going to come back, but it's not going to come back for quite a while. It's not going to be for.
But he still got his subscribers. It's still going to rise.
He's going to have his subscribers. I'm just saying he's not going to be back making videos for quite a long time.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's going to take a while for him to get over there. They're his roommate.
Yeah, and they were supposed to be doing all these plans and all these...
They were just working on one. They were just working on a collab that day. They're supposed to be.
So...
Because he posted about the charity. That the charity went over what they said. And then about... Not even 5 hours later, that's whenever all that stuff happened.
But you know.
Yeah, but on to a better subject. We don't need to be talking about.
So we were just discussing some things because of the whole idea. Because I saw Hakeem. Basically, what happened. Like, y'all don't know. Hakeem's little newscast kind of just made me go. Bleh. And so yeah, we just kind of talked about that for a bit.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
did that interview ever air yet?
Huh?
Did that interview with Eddie? I know that.
Shawn no, it didn't come out yet.
Yeah, it hasn't come out yet, actually.
Yeah, here's the thing. We are freaking waiting for that Shawn Walsh interview because we're like waiting and waiting, like just going, I wish Eddie Mack would say something.
Cause I already gonna say something about
Smokey's gonna say something anyway.
I'm gonna say something about Shawn Walsh.
Here's the Hakeem.
Shawn Walsh is messing up my interview style.
Is this still recording, Carter?
Yeah.
Look, okay, all right. Look, this is.
Oh boy.
Let me get a drink of water.
Oh boy.
When you know he's gotta get a drink of water, you know something's gonna happen.
It's not even worth me saying anything yet. I'm saving it right now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Smokey's gonna say something anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, the House of Who's proudly presents to you Reverend Malik Brown.
I know Malik long enough. I know Malik long enough to know where this is going, so...
Malik's gonna start preaching here in a minute.
I ain't gonna preach, I'm gonna shoot. That's a difference.
This will be something to take to work, so good looking.
In any way, shape,
whoa. Can I interrupt you guys? The show's been posted.
Oh, my, what?
Oh, well.
Shawn just posted. Just
this fucking ducket. Here we fucking go, guys.
Then we should all start it at the exact same. We should all start it at the exact same time and listen to it at the exact same time.
I was going to listen to Malik just now, and I just went on Facebook and I just saw that Shawn posted on Call Shoot. So
good lord. Yeah, because you know what? Let me tell you about Call Shoot. Let me tell you about Mr. Shawn Walsh and the people. You know what, D-Wall, I love you, and I already told you about what I thought about when you did that interview and how it just kind of fucking didn't go so well because...
I'm glad I was able to save myself after that. I know that much.
Well, I mean...
I somewhat, at least.
Somewhat.
Not to the point of everything's fine, but, to the point of at least me and Josh are somewhat on good terms again.
Okay.
Alright, whenever y'all want to start it, we can.
Oh, I got it up right now.
Eddie,
I'll have to listen to a little bit because I got to work at 9, so...
Just tell me when y'all ready. And
send me a link to this.
Okay, I got it.
I'm on my Xbox YouTube, so...
I'm sending it now.
Give me a second.
Oh, did you already...
Yes.
The irony of
this. Eddie Mack.
The irony of Malik going in and then that show posted right now.
Just so we're clear.
Yeah.
Just so
we're go ham right the fuck now.
Just so we're clear, if he says anything about me, I did not influence his decisions one way or the other.
Here's my thing. Eddie Mack is in no position to shit talk anybody.
I know. I'm just saying if he says anything like that they go, oh, well, D-Wall told him to say this, I did not tell him a thing before.
He better not. generic ass motherfucker with his generic ass cause he bring up. Street Tony ass bitch. Fuck you.
I'm neutral. For the record, I'm neutral. If this is recording, I am neutral in this situation.
No. Like, I know you're neutral. I'm just gonna say right now, I think his shit is generic as fuck, and the only people that like CCL are people that are in CCL because they're getting over right now. And it's the easiest shit because as long as you in Eddie Max Flavor of the Month Fat Photo, your ass is going over.
I'm glad this is only going on Carter's channel. I'm glad this is only going on Carter's channel, not mine.
Holy fuck.
The views expressed on this show consist of the views of the moderator and guest. It doesn't necessarily reflect the views of the House of Huda or its owner.
I've got it ready, so I'm kind of interested to see how this is gonna go.
Listen at your own risk. May God have mercy on your soul.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Malik, just calm down. Calm down. That's all I ask for you.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay.
The only thing that I do when I get on a CCL is commentate. That is it. That is all the influence I have on there now. Is commentary.
Sanchez, you gonna stop throwing people under the bus when we watch this video?
Oh boy. Well, let's go then.
Alright then.
Count down.
Oh boy.
Alright then. Someone do a countdown. We all watch this together.
Might as well be smoke. Might as well be smoky.
3, 2, 1, go.
Superstar, 11-time tag team champion of the world.
I can feel it already from the leak side already.
Fucking wannabe Colt Cabana.
Fucking Malik, man.
I'm not even gonna say a word.
I love no Malik for this long, man.
Your period?
Yo, chill, bro.
There is no applause.
None taken.
Oh yeah. Heaven O'Shea. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I fucking remember that. They kept trying to bring up fucking bourbon shit, which was old
and
fucking
bringing
news.
up Revelations, all that stuff. I couldn't even listen to it.
Yeah, because everybody's a faggot.
We're not even like 3 minutes into this.
People who are on this show, you're not going to necessarily agree with everything that is. There are going to be something that are said that you're going to be like, hell yeah, they're right. Yeah, I'm on that team. But some people are going to be like, what the hell is this guy talking about? What is this girl talking about? Come on now. Not necessarily going to agree with, but that's the point of the show. To hear everyone's different viewpoints. You saw back on...
Respect the shot, he knows what's coming.
Oh, of course he gonna bring D-Wall up.
Right.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Here we go.
Because he's the one that kept trying to badger his ass to talk about the fucking Revelation shit.
Yeah.
It's blown out of proportion, but that's another thing.
It was blown out of proportion, to be honest.
The only reason it got blown out of proportion is because people fucking instigated the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Certain things are discussed.
I gotta give kudos to Shawn, he knows what's coming. He's trying to protect himself right now.
Good.
Yeah, why did you do that before? Why didn't you do that?
I wonder why.
Why didn't he do
knows
that?
better.
But he should have known after the backlash that I got. He should have known, and he should have said all this stuff when I was on the show. And maybe
it didn't make it any better. Some fucker came out and started talking about how Brett Delavine touched little boys and fucking mistake.
Oh yeah, well after that it was pretty much dead in the water.
Oh fuck, Brett.
That's a comment that Sean better be lucky that Brent didn't take him to court.
Oh, he named Brent. He named dropped Brent.
Well, issue the whole goddamn Vivian versus shit.
Vivian versus old fucking news though. That's the thing.
Message me.
Like they fucking are dead. And the thing about that Evan O'Shea thing, he kept trying to bring up the Vivian verse thing, and Evan, she was like, and Autumn was like, no.
I would have been a smartass about it. I'm like, no one gives a fuck about the Vivian verse anymore. It's not 2007.
He literally was. She was literally like that. No one gives a fuck. It's old.
No one gives a shit. It's old. It's in a little bubble. Isn't it like New Legacy or some shit now? Who gives a fuck?
If you legitimately have a case like.
I'd love to see Malik on one of these shows just completely destroy.
No, you don't want that. You don't want that.
Dude. Just for the fact that Malik would legitimately make them all hate him for the rest of their life, and that would be.
Figure it out. We'll see what the viewers think. So hopefully, if there's a conflict with things that are said on this show. We do things the right way.
God bless you.
Yeah, we bring them up here because controversy, baby. I need to hit 100 views.
This guy
God bless Shawn.
Right
Peacemaker.
This same guy who can't tell between his ass and a hole in the ground.
Oh, man.
I'm pretty sure. Amir and
I can hear Malik frothing, by the way.
IWS.
The second you hear Eddie's voice.
But imagine, I can hear Malik fuming.
If my phone overheats, I'm blaming you, Malik. Just let that know right now.
I'm busting out from my seat right now.
I know.
Some interesting things were said about myself and other people who have been on this show before.
I was saying, were they still bringing up Revelations? That shit's old news.
And then we can move forward.
They don't care.
This podcast was a response to the Con edition of the Shawn Walsh Show.
How the fuck do people...
Con!
To say. That's not say virtual wrestling. That's just me.
Amir.
Yeah, I find it the way people say the virtual wrestling of CAW, but what's the difference,
You
really?
sound like a bunch of fucking birds when you say, "Caw, caw."
Oh, fuck off. Like I'm a Ravens fan. Fuck out of here.
I feel like a quote.
That's gross. You have a bat with you?
I'm sure Carter has a bunch of bats somewhere around.
Oh, boy.
Just
As long as you're wearing no face mask.
Yes, Dracula is keeping our bell tower very nice and warm.
Oh, I thought you said Blackula for some odd reason.
Oh God, Ray Jettis. That fucking Stone Cold ripoff.
Yeah, see, this is why I have, the fact that I have Malik and Ray feuding on DCA right now just makes it even better, considering the fact that Malik probably doesn't really like Ray at all. To be honest.
Are we hearing this guy continue to?
Oh, don't worry. This is just the calm before the storm. This is just the calm before the storm.
Yeah, he's trying to, like, get everybody, like, cool down before the fucking interview happens.
Yeah, he's trying to cool everybody down before everybody starts raging after Eddie gets done with his interview.
This guy is a Howard Stern wannabe.
Oh.
Here's my thing about Ray Geddes. I would like him if he actually came up with something that didn't involve him crossbreeding Stone Cold Steve Austin and Randy fucking Orton.
Oh!
See, this is...
It's entertaining, I gotta be honest, though.
Like...
What's that?
The whole Ray thing is kind of entertaining, though, to be honest, though, just to be fair.
Oh, it's entertaining. I ain't saying it ain't entertaining. I'm just pointing out that he's Stone Cold Randy Orton. That's...
Yeah, I Stone Cold Orton.
Yes, nothing is more entertaining than Carter getting a stunner.
So would you rather be a rattlesnake or a viper, is my question.
I think he's confused.
Wow.
He don't know what the fuck he want to be. As long as I get to be a redneck, I'm good.
like legit, I think I said this before, but when when I told him about Ray coming into DCA, he's like, he legit told me, don't have me feud with him.
I will say the most horrible shit. I will make him feel horrible because he's part of CCL. I will make him feel like the plague.
And yet now I don't really have much of a choice but to have them feud now.
Yeah.
Information
I would like that.
other people.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. I need a reason to do voice promos again.
that one promo from Proving Ground 2 was just tame, I think.
Maybe you should question those sources. I don't know who they are, but those sources.
This is boring as shit. When is Eddie gonna come in?
I don't know.
I know this is padding and shit and whatever.
This sounds just like a sermon I heard about a couple of years ago that the entire church was asleep.
People because you put out stuff that wasn't said or
hey, church tomorrow, man. Relax.
It makes you look. So it's a lose-lose. We all need to win. That's the goal here. So hopefully we can do that. Hopefully we can win. The way to win is talk about the truth.
Talk about the truth.
Okay.
Bullshit!
Can anyone handle the truth, though? That's the question.
Bullshit!
But, anyway, some things that were talked about was how apparently the whole Con was just a YWF. The whole thing was just trash of YWF.
Hey, what was that all about?
Who the fuck is YWF?
He just keep talking and talking.
My question is, what the hell is YWF, and why is it relevant to the conversation?
YWF was a topic, or was it?
I think. Never mind.
Sound hypnotic.
I'm actually looking this up right now, because I don't know what the fuck YWF is.
That we gave praise to, and we gave criticisms to. We did that with all the shit we talked about.
Okay, everybody stop. Everybody stop.
Oh,
everybody stop. 21-22. That's when it starts.
Alright.
21-22.
How you get to 21-22?
I skipped ahead. I skipped ahead and I heard Eddie's voice and I'm like, okay.
This was a long rant.
I was gonna say I gotta go, but I mean I'm not yet, but you gotta move forward here.
It starts there, so we can go there and then we can start it.
I got 21-21.
That's
good.
21-20.
That's good.
Yeah, this is a long rant to start the show.
Jesus.
I know, right?
Keep on going.
Gets into 20. It takes him 20 fucking minutes to get to the Eddie Mack interview.
Man,
Are you ready?
I don't know why he wanted to stop for so long.
You ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, basically every
God fucking damn it! Even in interviews, his audio quality is shit.
Here we go.
Elmer fucking Bud wanna be Extreme Tony. Bitch ass motherfucker. I can hear your video echoing.
I don't know.
Basically, yeah, everything like that. So, and lucky enough to other things, I suppose. Yeah. What have you used? I mean, over the years, has it been the same software that's used to edit? Whether
Did you call that editing?
My programming source has always been Sony Vegas. I've used about 3 or 4 others, but I've never...
Relax, Malik.
You use Sony Vegas, you don't have no idea how to fucking use it.
I kind of like to play a significant, especially on the laptop. But now I recommend it. If we can, I mean, what some people want to work up that, and that's fine. I used a Pinnacle Studio. I made it. I didn't like it. Sony Vegas has basically been my go-to editing program. It's just, I picked it up right away.
He was trying to get at.
I know a lot of people use Windows. I've never liked Windows. But I know people, some people do it, that's fine. Yeah, people use it. It's cool. I used to use it years ago, but that was because when you get a computer, at least a Windows computer, that's all one running on there. So, but to me, after a while, it's too basic. There's not much you can really
do basically the movie maker. So you gotta move on. That's why I moved on. But some people like Tuesday.
I mean, for some it makes the job done, and that's fine, you know. And for others, they want to more out of their programs and stuff.
I say this as a call viewer, it does, like, when you put a car show out there and you don't know anything about it, but it looks good, it gives people kind of a reason to keep watching.
Right.
Like, if yours looks like crap, and you don't know anything about it, well then, unless you do something really cool that one episode they have to see,
There we go.
Like, oh, like for you, someone were to watch CCL, but they've never watched it, or maybe only heard some things, or haven't heard much.
Here we go.
Okay, I ain't gonna say nothing. Wait for this shit. I'm gonna wait. I ain't not say nothing. Here we go.
Oh, shit.
He's getting right into it, isn't he?
Oh, here we go.
He's going right into it.
No more beating around the bush here, folks.
Specifically, they go by the 50.
Oh,
Here we fucking go. Here we fucking go. Here we go. This will be the only time I'm defending the Vivian verse. Probably. Let's see.
Fuck. Hell.
Probably.
Malik ain't about to be the only mad person in a minute.
But it's all in all the same.
I'm surprised.
Fuck these niggas.
I'm surprised Smokey hasn't said one word yet.
Smokey's smart, that's why.
He's keeping it. He's keeping himself controlled, and then when it's time, he's just gonna explode, and everybody's gonna be sprawled all over the walls because he's just exploded all over.
Yeah.
Oh, Shawn, I love you, Shawn, but don't do this.
I'm doing
Don't do this. Shawn, I like you, but don't do this, man.
I mean, this is.
Why the fuck would you bring up the Vivian verse again? Firstly.
What? That was his first mistake, I think.
Oh, Lillian, and you're not a fucking poison to it. Okay.
Well,
I'm already poison.
I'm just gonna.
And you're any better.
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut and listen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let.
Then again, it's like, who are you to talk?
I'm just gonna let you and Hakeem take it. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut like Smokey and just.
I'll be calm, but you know.
Some people decided to.
You gotta go to work in a few minutes, so you.
I need to hear this part at least. I need to at least hear this part.
And you know, I thought, maybe this wasn't a good idea. That wasn't a better idea because I was at that time learning about the snake,
Kind of hard.
you know what? The CAW community is basically just like any other community anywhere in the world. There are people that I'm not a person, you can say whatever you want. The thing is, Because, you know, because, yeah, there are a lot of sneaky plots there, you know, there.
You're one of them.
That will, but it's just that Justin's whole purpose just want to take other people down. I mean, like,
You're called trolling.
What you do with that shit, bro? I see where he's coming from. But they had to put down during their time. I seen that shit. Nah, fuck Brent. Oh boy.
And, you know, it's bad.
Oh, I agree. 100% agree. People take things so a little too serious.
Yeah, I want to say
Oh, well, it's
be talking.
Really? Okay.
Because I think I know one of the questions you want to ask at the end of the show. So yeah, I'm gonna save that for you. I'm gonna save that for later if that question comes up. I'm hoping it comes up. All right. Yeah, that's just
interesting.
So obviously you did
by the way, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get blamed for this by the video.
They don't fucking exist anymore.
I think when they mention it now, I think it's not exactly the entire Vivian versus it as a whole. I think it's just a select group of people that they don't like. I think that's how it's referred to at this point.
Malik is right though. They don't fucking have any.
Yeah, they don't exist. Yeah, they don't exist anymore. But that's not going to stop them from mentioning it.
That's like telling you when that last
fucked off a long ass time ago. Homer is like doing whatever the fuck he wants to do. Jackpot's doing shit. Nobody even.
Yes,
the fuck?
So I tried to tell you that Revelations live stream, like, fucking shit.
I wish they said that shit. I wish they said shit about it.
Oh please, bring up Revelations and blow the shit out of proportions. How about few people had pointed out shit that was wrong in the show? Okay.
Are you about as relevant as fucking Call Underground?
You know, when I first started it, I wanted to do it, you know, maybe for a couple of years, 3 years tops, if people like it, fine, and if people don't, whatever. I mean, yes, it hurt at first that, you know, people just hated the show or whatever, but, you know, I realized over time that, you know, like, some people hate the show, and some people don't like the show.
Alright, y'all go ahead and turn the recording off and wait till after.
Yeah.